Hello everyone, my name is Milia. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna film my Shop My Stash. So I'm gonna show you what products I used for the past week and what I thought of them, and we're gonna choose some new products for next week. So let's just start with last week's products. Last week's category or prompt was products with pretty packaging. So I don't necessarily think that all of these have pretty packaging, but or like extremely beautiful packaging, but this is like the prettiest packaging out of the ones that I have, you know? Okay. Let's just start with primer. I used the Spotlight Primer by Physicians Formula. I do like it. It's a illuminating primer. It's pretty. It smells really bad, and also the pump doesn't really work that well. Like you have to pump so many times to get the product out, and I've used this like 5 times. So I don't know if it like because there is still product in here, but I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that, but yeah, it's not my favorite primer anyway. For foundation, I use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate foundation in the shade F1. It's again not my favorite. I thought I would love this because it's a hydrating foundation and I love everything hydrating for my skin, but it doesn't look the best on my skin. So yeah, not my favorite. For concealer, let's see if I can find it. I have the Makeup Revolution Super Size Conceal and Define in the shade C1. It's too dark for me. I mean, it's like the color of my foundation, pretty much. So I do need to get a lighter shade. Probably the white one. Let's be honest. For powder, I had the Kat Von D Lock-It translucent powder. I really like this powder. There's not that much in here anymore. I really do love this powder, so excuse me. Where was I? Bronzer. I had the W7 Honolulu bronzer. I was using this the week that I used my like least favorite products. And I was like, yeah, this is patchy because of the base. It's still patchy. It's still patchy. So yeah, I don't like that. For blush, I was using Frat Boy by The Balm. I really like this. It's such a beautiful shade. It is really pretty. The formula is like very like dense and hardly pressed. But yeah, I do like that. For highlight, I was using this that I had just gotten for Christmas from my sister, the Catrice Caviar Gouge limited edition highlighter in the shade Glow Couture. Again, all of these products are on my face today. This is beautiful. And I was afraid that it was going to be too dark. But I actually have it on today and it looks pretty good. So I really, really, really love this highlight. I really like it. For setting spray, I had chosen this one from Lumene, which is empty at the moment. I hate the packaging of this. Every time you would go to spray, it would like leak. And I would like have like my clothes would be wet from this leaking so much. So I transferred it into the NYX primer spray bottle, and it works a lot better this way. But still not my favorite spray. I don't love the scent. For eyeshadow, I use the Makeup Revolution Forever Flawless Utopia palette. This is what it looks like. It is really pretty. I got it for myself for Christmas. So I did like 2 looks mainly with this palette. I did a neutral one with like this shade and this shade and like this one, I think, maybe. And then today I did a blue purple look, which I'm not loving. So I used this one and this one and this one. And I do like this palette. I don't know, they are very like dry. It's a very dry formula. With the mattes, I do love the shimmers. They are beautiful. But the mattes are a bit dry. But they do perform very well and they are very pigmented, so they were like a little bit hard to blend out, but you know, it wasn't impossible. For lip products, I had Jeffree Star Liquid Lip in Unicorn Blood. I love this shade. I love vampy lips overall, so this is one of my favorite shades. Then I have this one that I'm wearing right now. It's a mini lipstick from Essence from the Advent Calendar, and it's in the shade Feel the Magic, and it's just like your lips but better shade. I really like it. And for gloss, I had chosen the Wet n Wild Color Icon Lip Gloss from the Zodiac collection. This is Taurus. These glosses are really pretty and very unique. And I do like the formula. For next week's products, I already actually chose my category and my products, and I got the number L. So these are mainly from brands that start with L. There's a couple that I couldn't find, but the product name starts with L. I don't know. For primer, I have the LA Girl Pro Prep Primer. I wouldn't typically use this on its own. I do prefer to like combine it with a hydrating primer, but I didn't have a hydrating primer, so it's just this one now. For foundation, I chose the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte Foundation. There's gonna be a lot of L'Oreal in this video, and Lumene. But I am very excited to use this foundation again because I haven't used it in ages. For concealer, I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer. It was the only concealer, so we're gonna use her. For powder, I have the Makeup Revolution Lace powder. I do like this. It's a bit dark for me, but I mix it with the Ghost powder, so it works. And I also have a pressed powder, the Lumene Powder Foundation in the shade 1. So I'm going to use that as well. For bronzer, I have the Lumene Natural Glow Bronzer in the shade Arctic Summer. And I love with Lumene that they have like shades. They have an English shade name and a Finnish shade name, which I think I just like that. I just like that. I have this Lux Paris Satin Blush in the shade Bronzed Rose, which I haven't used in a while, but this will look beautiful for winter. Let's see. It's a bit more mauvey than Frat Boy. For highlights, I chose this Catrice highlight in the shade Light Infusion. This is a really, really pretty highlight. It's my oldest highlight. It's the one on the bottom. It is really pretty, but I do need to use it more. For setting spray, I'm actually gonna try this for the first time. This is the Lily Lolo Makeup Mist. I have never tried Lily Lolo before, so this is the only product I own from them, and I haven't tried this yet. Okay, I did spray that. It doesn't smell like anything, so I'm excited to try that. For eyeshadow, I'm gonna use again another palette that I haven't really used yet. This is the Linda Hallberg Infinity palette. I just purchased this in the sales after Christmas. This is what it looks like. So it's basically meant to, like, what? It's supposed to be like a face palette and eyeshadow palette in one, so that you can use like these shades on the face and the eyes. I've actually tried this as a highlight and it was quite pretty, but I'm gonna use it as an eyeshadow palette now for this week. And for lip products, I have the L'Oreal. I have no idea what these are called, but it's in the shade I Rule. And I remember really liking this formula. I'm gonna be trying this for the first time. This is the Lumene Nordic Seduction Matte Lipstick in the shade Endless Light. But I think it should be Endless Night, because the Finnish version is Yötön. But, you know, that's just me. I also got this for myself for Christmas. And I haven't used it yet, so I'm very excited to. And for lip gloss, I chose the Lancome Juicy Shaker in the shade Melly Melon. Which that's a really pretty lip gloss. I'm not the biggest fan of this applicator, but the formula is nice. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will have my Shop My Stash playlist linked down below if you want to see the rest of them. And please consider subscribing to the channel if you love project panning and makeup, because we do a lot of that on this channel. And I'm posting every other day, so there's gonna be a lot of content. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.